Hey y'all, welcome back. A winning combination here, and I am so excited to share with you what I got my kids for their 3rd and 7th birthdays as promised. So I've got a lot to share with you. Some of the items I have here with me physically, some of them I'm gonna have to pop pictures up on the screen because they're either being well loved, already misplaced, or just too big for me to put on the camera. But I'm really excited to share with you some of the things that I found, and I decided to film this after I've already given them their birthday gifts because I want to be able to tell you what was a miss, what was a hit, and what's something that you should strongly consider getting for your kiddos if they're in that age range. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So if this is your first time hanging out with me, thanks so much for being here. And if you're coming to hang with me once more, I really appreciate you. So if you're new, let me introduce myself. My name is Brandy. I'm a mom of 3 girls, ages 3, 7, and soon to be 10. So make sure you come back because I will be sharing what I got my 10-year-old for her birthday this year after I gift her gifts. So again, I can tell you what was successful or maybe not so successful for her, because even though she's not quite reaching that true preteen stage, she's getting very close. And so things that she was once interested in don't necessarily tickle her fancy anymore. So definitely be sure to come back and see what I got her. But before we get to her and her gifts in a later video, let's talk about my 3 and my 7-year-old. So I'm not going to necessarily break it up into my 3-year-old's gifts first and then my 7-year-old's gifts. I'm just going to kind of talk through the gifts. I'll tell you whether it was for my 3-year-old or my 7-year-old, whether they loved it, they hated it, because even though they're 4 years apart, they love to play with the same things. My 3-year-old really looks up to my 7-year-old and wants to do everything that she does. So it's really a good gauge for me to be able to tell you if you have kids in those age range, whether they both enjoy it, maybe only one of them would enjoy it. So yes, so I'm going to start with some of their smaller gifts that me and Dad got them, and then I'm also going to include some of the things that my family members got them as well, because some of those gifts were really big hits too. So let's get into it. So up first, both my 3 and my 7-year-olds are obsessed with Barbie right now. They are into their Barbie era. They want to do everything Barbie. They've watched the Barbie movie countless times, so Barbie items was definitely on the list for their birthday gifts. So for me and Dad, what we got them was my 3-year-old got a mermaid Barbie. I'll pop a picture up somewhere on the screen because I looked for it and I cannot find it, which means it's probably in one of her many, like, this is my most loved item hiding places, and Mom just couldn't find it. But it's like a mermaid Barbie. She loves it. Her 2 older sisters had ones that they played with in the bathtub, and she would play with my oldest daughter's Little Mermaid Barbie because she wasn't really that into it, but I wanted to get her one of her own, and she loves the color pink and bright colors, so this Barbie was perfect for her. And it has been more than well loved. She wants to take it everywhere. So I highly suggest, if you have a Barbie lover in your life, definitely add Barbies to the birthday mix. Now for my 7-year-old, I had to get her a Barbie too, but she watched the Barbie movie, and while she is certainly a Barbie girl, she definitely was Team Ken as well. So she asked me, why don't I have a Ken doll? She wanted the Ken from the Barbie movie, but I just was like, any Ken will do for her. She's 7 years old. She doesn't really know. So we just picked her up this little $5 Ken Barbie. He got the job done. She was just as excited to see him. And so again, adding Barbies of any kind to the collection is greatly appreciated for my girl. So this is the Barbie Ken that we got her, and she loved it. And then, of course, all Barbies need accessories. So they haven't opened these yet, so I am able to show them to you packaged. These were on clearance on Walmart.com at some point for like a fraction of the price that they usually cost. Barbie clothes have gotten expensive. Okay, do you hear me? I remember being excited when I was a kid to go and spend like $2 on a Barbie outfit. Now these little 2 sets with the outfit for Barbie and Ken cost $10. I got them on clearance for like $3, thankfully, but still I cannot believe how expensive Barbie clothes have gotten. But they got them each a set, so I don't remember who got what set, but it's just a set that comes with an outfit for Barbie and for Ken so they can match. So they already have some other Ken dolls and Barbie dolls, so this was just something to add to their collection. And then I said I would share some of the stuff that they got from family members. So like I said, Barbie obsessed. My 3-year-old really loves the Little People Barbie collection. And so we got her the Little People Barbie car, I want to say either last birthday or last Christmas when she was like 2. And then for this past Christmas, one of my sister-in-laws got her the Little People Barbie DreamHouse. And so we're trying to keep her collection growing, but if you know, the collection's been out for a couple years now, so it's a little hard sometimes unless you go to like one of the discount specialty stores like TJ Maxx or Ross or Marshalls to sometimes find that. Target still has a little bit of it. You can find some of it on Amazon or like resellers like eBay and stuff like that. But what you can find is worth it. And so my sister-in-law was able to find her the airplane from the collection at Target still. So she got her the Little People Barbie airplane, and she loves this thing. She plays with it with her car and with her house. It came with the pilot and like a couple passengers. She has, well, as you can hear, it does make noise. So if you don't like toys that make noise, you might want to cut off the sound feature. It does have an off button, thank goodness. So she's got some of the other characters in here. I think this character actually came with the plane as well. So it came with a couple characters, but she loves this. So if you have, again, a little Barbie lover in your world who's not quite ready for the, you know, bigger dolls, but still wants to be involved, this would be a great option. So this is one of the things my sister-in-law got my 3-year-old, again, well-loved, played with. Now my 7-year-old got a keepsake Barbie from my sister-in-law. She got her this beautiful birthday wishes Barbie. My 7-year-old, of course, like any little girl, wants to unbox it. If she really wants to unbox it, I don't think my sister-in-law or anyone cares. Some Barbies hold value, some don't, some are sentimental. So I know that can be a, you know, controversial topic for true Barbie lovers, whether you should unbox it or open it or not. But it's hers. So far, she's left it boxed. So if she keeps it boxed, great. But this is another good gift idea, especially for a birthday, since it's a birthday wishes Barbie. So I think that is everything that I have that is Barbie related for this birthday haul. But we are definitely Team Barbie. You can do anything over here. So let's jump into some of their other gifts. Okay, so I had to pop back because my mother-in-law did also get the girls some Barbie stuff. So my 3-year-old got this, forgive me, and hopefully the sound is off on this one because it is loud. Got her this really cute Barbie guitar and microphone. Again, another well-loved and played with toy since her birthday. She loves to like do the little buttons. If you play it, it plays some of the Barbie songs. If you have a NEX or Next Playground and you have the Barbie game, some of the songs from that game are on this little guitar. So she loves it, especially when they're not playing the Barbie dancing game on the playground, for her to be able to hear the songs. So had to throw this Barbie item in there. And then she also got, oops, sorry about that. She got each of the girls some Barbie dresses and clothes that they love. So I'll try to insert pictures of them because I've found pictures of them online for you to see. But my 7-year-old has lived in her 2 Barbie outfits. I think my sister-in-law got her one and then my mother-in-law got her one. But she's lived in those Barbie dresses. She loves them. My 3-year-old got Barbie PJs from my mother-in-law and she absolutely loves them. They're the cutest thing ever. Again, we'll insert a picture for you to see them. So that will wrap up all the Barbie stuff that they got for their birthdays this year from us and from family members. So now into their other gifts. So I've shared these in a couple hauls now. I think we started them with either Christmas and then Easter, but nevertheless, the Melissa and Doug sticker wow books. Each girl got one for her birthday this year. This is the one I got my 7-year-old, which is the unicorn one. And then I'll pop a picture up of the one that I got my 3-year-old. She got the Paw Patrol one with Sky. She just now discovered Paw Patrol and has developed a love for Sky. And so if you haven't seen these before, they are these little sticker things. So they come with stickers in the bottom. This one right now currently has all the stickers shoved up the side, but this is the little tool they use, and then they can open it and just stamp on the different pages. Both girls love these. Even my 10-year-old will occasionally sit down and do this little activity with them. So if you have not tried the sticker wow, Melissa and Doug little activity books, I highly encourage you to do so. I will continue to buy them. They are consumable items though. Once they're kind of filled up, yes, you can buy sticker replacements for the little tool, but once these pages are filled up, it's kind of like, okay, on to the next one, or they can stamp it on regular paper. But this keeps the girls occupied for at least 30 minutes or so. So this is a mom win in my book, and the kids absolutely love it. So this is something to consider throwing in a birthday bag or birthday gift for a little in your life if they are into this kind of thing. So another great Melissa and Doug product as well. So both girls got one of those. And then one of the running themes that I kind of had for their birthdays this year was bath time and outdoor activities, because those are two things they like to do. And as I always tell you in all my gift guides, I like to be intentional, practical, and reasonable in what I'm giving them. And so they love bath time, especially my 7-year-old. She is always asking for bath products. So what I decided to get her was a big thing of Mr. Bubble Bath. Now I do get the free and clear kind of version, the dye fragrance free version, just so she can spend a little bit more time in the tub. Now I do give them bath bombs and other things, but when she really wants to be in there for a bit, I try to do like the dye and fragrance free, just so she can enjoy the experience without mom trying to rush her up for hygienic reasons. So if you have a kid who loves bubble baths, I highly encourage you to look for a bubble bath that, you know, suits your family's needs and desires. This one works for me, but she's been thrilled about this and wanting to take baths every day, because we're typically a shower household, but she's like, Mommy, can I take a bath? Can I take a bath? And so she's been loving this gift and was very excited to open and receive it. And then as for outdoor activities, there were a couple of things that I got the girls to be able to enjoy. These were their bigger gifts and some bigger items, so I'm definitely going to have to pop a picture up on the screen as I talk about them. But the first one, my 7-year-old got her first electric scooter. She got the same one that we got my soon to be 10-year-old for her. I want to say it was her 8th or maybe her 9th birthday last year. But she got this electric scooter. I found it on Amazon. It's amazing. It has some kind of whatever reviews about like the batteries dying if you didn't keep it charged. But there have been times she hasn't charged the battery and it's recharged totally fine. And it's not failed us yet, knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't. But somewhere wherever I pop the picture, this is the electric scooter. It's an awesome scooter. It grows with them up to age 14. It has lights on it. It goes a decent speed. So I definitely recommend it if you have a little who wants an electric scooter, but you're not quite ready for them to have the adult size one. So I got my 7-year-old the same scooter. She's still a little hesitant and timid about, you know, jumping on the scooter and putting some power behind it the way my older daughter is. But nevertheless, she has loved it. And so my 3-year-old inherited her old scooter, and so we got a little license plate thing for all 3 of the scooters, so it felt newer for my 3-year-old to at least have it, my 7-year-old scooter personalized, but we still wanted to get her some outdoor stuff as well. So one of the first things that we got her was a balance bike. I'll pop a picture up. She has not quite taken to the balance bike. I definitely see why people say we introduce balance bikes around 1 years old. We try to get her to get on it, but she had a tricycle, and so she's kind of like, what is this? Like, I'm not really doing anything. And she could kind of pedal her tricycle, but balance bikes don't have pedals, so she's kind of like, what is the point of this? So we're kind of trying to get her used to it. I will say, if you're going to do a balance bike, maybe consider doing it earlier, and maybe even before you introduce a tricycle. We didn't know. It was our first time introducing a balance bike, but I still say it's a pretty good gift. She was excited to open it and to see it. So definitely consider a balance bike if that's something that you think your little will enjoy. Now, in addition to the balance bike, she got one additional kind of bigger outdoor item, which we've actually been keeping indoors so she can kind of enjoy and have something to do, because we have like tile floors downstairs and we're not really, worried about them getting scuffed up. But we got her first Little Tykes cozy coop, and we got the Fairy Princess edition. So I'll pop a picture up because it's fairly big, and maybe try to include a little B-roll clip of it. But she loves that car. I kind of regret waiting to get her a cozy coupe until she was 3, because the girl lives in the thing. She rides around my downstairs in it, and she has so much fun pretending to run her dad over. Now, of course, she knows car safety, and she would never try to run a real person over, but just having fun playing with the cozy coupe. So if your little doesn't have a cozy coupe yet, and you're comfortable with them either having it outside or inside, I highly encourage you to consider one. It has been definitely probably the biggest hit gift of all the gifts that my 3-year-old got this year. And so that's kind of their other outdoor activities. Some other things that they both received as part of the outdoor theming part of their gift was my 3-year-old got one of those push bubble lawnmowers. I didn't want to bring it in here even though it's kind of small enough, because it kind of leaks bubbles just a little bit. So I'll pop a picture up on the screen. I'm sure you've seen them, but it's just like the little lawnmower bubble pusher. She loves that, especially when dad is cutting grass outside. She likes to go outside and pretend she's mowing the grass with dad. So that has definitely been a hit gift, because she just loves bubbles. The kid has always been obsessed with bubbles. So that was a hit gift. And then my 7-year-old got the Zuru bunch of balloons, reusable water balloons. That's a mouthful to say, but Costco had them on sale for $10, and so I picked up 1 pack of them. I might grab a second pack because when I was in Costco a couple days ago, they still had them. The girls used them this past weekend. They had an absolute blast. It gave me 90s kid summer vibes just seeing them out there, not needing all this other extra stuff, just playing with the water balloons. And so that was another hit gift. They've already asked when they can suit up and go out and play with the water balloons again. So if by now you still haven't invested in the reusable water balloons, and you're looking for a gift idea for birthdays around the spring or summertime, or just something to throw in a gift basket around the spring or summer holidays, if you do the seasonal baskets, that is a really good idea that I would highly suggest. That was a hit for my girls this past birthday. So a couple of things to kind of just round out what both girls got from us. My 7-year-old is into cheer, so we paid for her to go to a little mini cheer camp as a part of her birthday, and just as a normal activity. We kind of roped it into her birthday because it fell during her birthday week, but I'm always going to be a proponent of excursions or activities or things for birthday gifts. My girls love experiences, so that was a fun little experience for her. And my 3-year-old is already in daycare and doing a camp, so we didn't necessarily enroll her in any classes just yet. And it won't be part of her birthday, but it kind of will be because she's turning 3. But we're probably going to enroll her in soccer this fall because she's watched her older 2 sisters play soccer. So by the time she enrolls, yes, her birthday will have passed, but it will kind of still be tied into her birthday because this particular league you can't play till you're 3. So we kind of told her around her birthday time that she's going to get enrolled in soccer this fall. So So again, experiences of any kind, whether there's something you were already gonna do or something you're just doing for the first time to mark the occasion, I will always be in support of for birthdays. So some of the last few things that we got the girls were clothing items. So I'll kind of pop pictures up of some of the clothing items that I found for the girls and got them in the next kind of clips. So you can find cute clothing items everywhere, but I will say Walmart did me proud this birthday season. So each girl kind of got 2 little dresses. So I'll pop my 3-year-old's dresses up first, and then I'll pop my 7-year-old's dresses up on the screen for you to see. And then I believe I mentioned in my holiday video that Walmart had put some Disney princess dresses on clearance at one point, because I'm always checking walmart.com to see what's been marked down, rolled back, or going on clearance. And so they had these cute little Disney princess dresses. So each of my girls got 2. So my 3-year-old got 2, and she got Jasmine and Snow White. And then my 7-year-old got Rapunzel and Moana. And since they have got those dresses, they lived in them. They actually just left for a grandparent summer camp with my in-laws a couple days ago. And when they went down, my youngest was dressed in her Jasmine dress, and my older 7-year-old was dressed in her Rapunzel dress. So again, if you have little girls who love Disney princesses and dressing up, definitely recommend, looking to see what you can find at your favorite store, whether you're a Walmart girly or a Target girly, whatever. I tendally stick to Walmart, but I occasionally will check out to see what Target has as well. So I definitely encourage you to look to see what's on clearance and what you could get your hands on to save for birthdays, because my kids have reached the ages where they do actually appreciate and adore receiving different kind of clothing items for their birthdays. And then my sister found this. It's gonna make a little bit of noise, and I don't want to unwrap it because she still hasn't opened it yet. But it was this really cute little cheer pouch for my 7-year-old. Definitely on trend with all the things that you've seen lately with the little press-on letters and the pouches and stuff. So she was really excited to open this. She actually has not opened it yet because she said, "I can't open it, Mommy, until I'm doing some kind of cheer activity where I need to store my cheer stuff," which she probably will this upcoming year. So that's why it's not opened yet. But I can tell you she was ecstatic to see this. She felt like such a little big girl because, this is more preteen, older girl stuff that you generally see. So she was excited to get that. And then one of the other things that my sister got my 3-year-old was Band-Aids. Now I cannot show you those Band-Aids because my 3-year-old has pretty much used them all. So I specifically asked her to get Band-Aids that she could just use for her fake boo-boos or invisible ouchies, because like most kids, she just loves Band-Aids. She's obsessed with them. So she got her some unicorn Band-Aids and some Disney princess Band-Aids, and that was a big hit. I told her she probably could have just given my 3-year-old a bag full of Band-Aids and the child would have been ecstatic either way. So that pretty much wraps up everything that I have to share from their birthday hauls. Now, going kind of back to their Christmas gifts, I'm not going to take too much longer, but I will quickly just revisit some of the things I shared with you in my What I Got My Kids for Christmas video. It won't be everything, so if you haven't checked out that video, I highly encourage you to do so. But I do want to just take a moment, if you have watched that video or if you're going to go back and watch it, to let you know what was a hit and what was a miss from my Christmas gifts for the girls. So let's jump into it really quickly before we wrap this thing up. Okay, so I'm not going to take too long, but I'm going to try to tell you what the top gifts were and what the misses were. I'm not really going to talk about the mids or the, they kind of liked it, haven't really, whatever. I'm going to talk about what they really loved. So I kind of have my phone here, so if you see me glancing down, I'm looking at my note on my phone. But my 10-year-old's top gift was definitely the Diary of a Wimpy Kid's entire series that we picked up on Facebook Marketplace for her that she got as her dad gift. She keeps those books in her bed. She reads them nonstop. She does love to read, but that was her standout gift from her Christmas gifts this past year. Absolutely loves them. So if you have a reader in your life, I highly encourage you to consider investing in the entire series of a book that they love. She has already requested that we get her the Wings of Fire entire series, so I'm on the hunt. You might see that in a future gift guide, but that is definitely a gift that she enjoyed. She also has lived in that green blanket you saw me get, and same for my 7-year-old, the pink blanket that she got. Both of them love those blankets, cuddle up with them, carry them everywhere. So the blankets were definitely an investment that was worth it. So again, I like giving practical and intentional gifts. So I am glad that the blankets have been well loved and used. So if you're one of those people that feels like you got to do a bit more sometimes, I want to let you know it is okay to do the simple. My girls have loved those little fuzzy minky blankets. So for my 7-year-old, scanning back, her top gifts again have been that pink blanket that she got, and then her K-pop Demon Hunter shirt. She's worn that shirt out. It is stretched out, but it's probably her top love gift. She loved the Rainbow High doll, but that's been the thing that she probably loved the most that we got her from that video. What was kind of a miss was investing in those karaoke microphones. I'm glad that I was able to kind of repurpose the machine, but I guess maybe they've gone so long without it, or we have other ways for them to be able to sing and dance around the house, that they haven't really gravitated towards using the karaoke machine any more than they did before. So I would say that was kind of her miss gift. And then for my 3-year-old, her most loved gift of the things that I shared with you was definitely the Bluey Stamper toy from Crayola, the Crayola Magic Bluey Stamper toy. She loves and still uses to this day. She immediately used up the Scribble Scrubby Bluey playset. It got a lot of love probably right after Christmas. By now, in July when I'm filming this, not so much something that she thinks about anymore, but right after Christmas, it was probably most loved. Probably her least loved gift, and I mentioned this in my Christmas video before, was that Disney Darlings Minnie Mouse baby doll. She played with it a little bit, gave it a little time and attention, but it only lasted for like 3 days after Christmas. And then it went right into the doll baby bin, and she hasn't touched it since. So I have learned doll babies are just not my girl's thing, but I still say it's a really cute doll if you do have a doll lover in your life. So those are probably the big things that the girls loved. And then of course we got them their Switch 2. So if you are a proponent of video games in your household, yes, there are some cons to investing in the Switch 2 with a lot more of the content being digital, even though you can still buy some physical stuff for the Switch 2 at this time. There also haven't been a lot of game releases, but the good news is it is cross-compatible with a lot of the Switch 1 games. So my oldest inherited the Switch 1, and then the Switch 2 became kind of like the family gift that they all got for Christmas, but they love playing on the Switch. So if you have not invested in a video game console yet and it's in your budget, I highly recommend considering the Switch 2. So I think that is everything that I have to share with you in this particular video. But again, I invite you to come back and hang out with me to talk about what I'm getting my 10-year-old for her birthday. I'm really excited for her to hit double digits. I'm a little sad that my oldest baby is growing up on me. I tell her all the time I need her to grow smaller, not bigger. And she asks me, Mom, how's that possible? But again, her 10th birthday is going to be very excited. We are looking forward to tying our family summer trip into a collective birthday trip for all the girls. So we are going to Legoland. If you know anything about us, we are primarily a Disney family, but we're excited to explore a new park together. We've been before, so I shouldn't say explore like we've never been, but for them to go back and be a little older and be able to enjoy it a bit more. And we're also doing the water park for the first time and staying on property. So that should be pretty exciting. I'm undecided yet if I want to share any content from our Legoland trip. I might just do it and include a couple sneak peeks in her gift haul. But again, thank you so much, as always, for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy getting to spend a little bit of time with you and share the things that I'm doing for my girls just to make their lives a little bit brighter and hopefully help you make your little's life a little bit brighter. So if you haven't already, please consider liking, commenting, and most definitely subscribing to come back and hang out with me again. I always enjoy the opportunity to hang out with you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!